Into this. Sorry about the delays, guys. There was a couple of connection issues, then team issues, and then issues. So we're just going to be getting straight into the draft. It's going to be Team Spirit versus FlyToMoon. It's a bit of a delayed game. We were supposed to be starting at 45 minutes ago. Okay. But the game is underway now, and we are here.
10 seconds.
FlyToMoon battling out the ancient apparition. Death Prophet's going to be the band by Team Spirit. Gyrocopter, good strong hero. These are like two of the cores that you see pretty much all the time if they aren't ban out. So Team Spirit not want to be playing up against them. Just decide that, you know what, we're going to try and change it up. We're going to try and get them to play other heroes in this game. And hopefully we see something a bit different, as a Dark Willow is going to be the ban. Funnily enough, the first couple of weeks, not the first couple of weeks, the first couple of days, he was in Captain's mode. Nobody really picked her up, just because obviously they weren't practice with her in Captain's mode. But since then, she's become a first draft, a first session, I guess you'd call it, the first tier ban of hero, along with heroes like the Bane, like the Witch Doctor, the Shadow Shaman. Chen is another one. Good, really strong hero. The Tiny does get through, as well as this Terrorblade. Speaking of, Team Spirit just going to go straight for it. FlyToMoon, or FlyToMoon. The Witch Doctor, the Tusk, is still in there. Terrorblade. I don't think what else. Bit of Pain. They're not really first pick material at the minute, because you want to be saving her. She's more of like a situational mid pick. You do get the Sand King though. Another hero that seems to have come back into the favour, I guess, of teams that first big ban potential, being there on the Sand King now. Really good, strong hero with the stuns, obviously being able to stack the jungle as well. To get that farm up on your carry as well as yourself. In fact, even if the position 5 support stacks it, you can really farm it up with the Sandstorm without your carry needing to leave the lane. So all three of you should be able to get gold in a decent fashion. Obviously the stacker doesn't get as much gold as the stacky farmer, but it's still a bit of bonus gold that the supports wouldn't be getting in the first place. So yeah, Sandstorm, a really strong spell. And Sand King, seeing the ban, seeing the picks at the minute. Chikura's going to be the 5th position, it looks like. FlyToMoon pickup. The Spirit pick up the Rubik. It's going to have some good spells to steal with the Steel Breath, Macropire, Sand King's Epicenter, the Burrow Strike. Even the Sandstorm could come in handy there. The Ice Path, it's 7 or 8 spells already, obviously apart from the Caustic Finale that you can't steal. The Rubik's going to have a good time. If you can get hold of any of them, they're going to be able to buff up his teamfight potential. So Rubik, decent pickup already. I wonder if this blocks out any picks FlyToMoon had lined up, or whether they're just going to barrel ahead with the potential fight that they had in their mind, the potential lineup they had.
Dire team ban.
So, Business Void would be the 4th ban. And the CIS teams, we did see them in the last match between Empire and GG3333. Or Backpack Gaming as Backpack Gaming? Backpack, as they're now wanting to be called, I guess.
5 seconds remaining.
Was really effective with the Invoker's Cataclysm. They just couldn't close out the fight, the Troll Warlord in the end being too strong, as we do get the TB ban coming up from Team Spirit. So, FlyToMoon, what is it that they want to be banning out here? What don't they want to be playing up against? The Tiny is a really flexible pick at the minute, can play in all 3 lanes core. Even as that position 4 hero, I think it was OG that started running that position 4 Tiny, as well as the offlane Tiny as well, made it popular. Maybe not made it popular, but really started to capitalise on it once they realised how strong the Tiny was. Lifesteal going to be the ban by FlyToMoon as they take out the LD. that scary, scary burr on the side of Team Spirit, not wanting to be playing up against a lone druid with that split push potential and the fight potential coming out from the Spirit burr. So FlyToMoon
10 seconds remaining.
up to the third pick now. They've got themselves both supports. They can run the Sanking in the offlane, though it's not done as much at the minute. It's still got the potential to be done. FlyToMoon, what are they going to be looking for? It looks like potentially all three cores. They pick themselves up the Razor and can be run again in all three lanes, like a dual off lane with either Jakiro or the Sanking, though much more likely to see it in the safe lane. And if Spirit go for the Viper here, maybe try and run that up against the Razor just to really punish this early Razor pickup. Or do they have something else in mind? Again, looking for, unless that Tiny's going to be the position 4, looking for a position 4, and then wherever they want to run the Tiny, it could be that safe lane Tiny, more likely to be that off lane Tiny, I guess. So up against a Razor, maybe not, maybe they shift it into the mid and keep it away from the Razor, but it is a flexible draft coming out from the side of Team Spirit. So far, obviously with the Tiny just being able to run in all three lanes, so they can really react to the pickups and shift that Tiny around depending on what they want to be going up against here, where they want to be placing these heroes. So, minute and 20 left on the reserve time. I'll be talking about this one, discussing what lineup they really want to be bringing out here. They're going to go all the way through this reserve time, down to less than a minute now, 55 seconds left on the clock. And they've still got 3 pickups and a ban left to get through here. So, really wanted to discuss this. Maybe finalise the lineup and then just quick pick everything else out. NG, what's he going to go for here? 28 seconds left. Could go for something like, potentially something like the Dazzle. So run it alongside the Rubik. It's going to be the Warlock. I think we've seen Warlock in 3 out of the 4 games we've played, watched, been part of today. I think it was only banned in the second match between...
10 seconds.
Just trying to think. Yeah, it was in the first match. I'm pretty sure it was picked up by Backpack in the first match, banned out in the second match by Effect, and then picked up by Effect in the third match. So it's going to be the Warlock in his 3rd game of the day. And starting to come back into popularity, maybe just in CIS, but overall it's a good, strong hero. Obviously the upheaval, keep heroes locked down and stop them from being able to run away. You've got your Chaotic Offering. Great multi-hero stun there. Obviously the Golem comes out and does damage to the heroes as well as the towers after that. So great follow-up from that. The Fatal Bonds, just to be able to do so much damage. If the Tiny can get an Avalanche Toss combo off onto maybe 2 heroes with those Fatal Bonds, both heroes are going to die just because of the sheer damage, and anyone else caught in that as well just shares in that misery. So good, really strong hero. Obviously the Shadow Word for the heals as well. Keeping your core or anybody that gets low pretty healthy. So the Disruptor is going to be the pick by FlyToMoon. So this could be a core Jakiro? A Spirit, pick up the Brood. Not a lot of wave clear there, though the Sand King with the Caustic Finale should be able to do work against those Spiderlings. Brood Mama is going to be the 4th pick by Team Spirit. And now the bans do come out. That could potentially be, again, keeping the lanes fluid. The Tiny, the Broodmother can run in all 3 lanes. The Broodmother usually seen in the mid or the off lane, not usually in that safe lane unless they want to run it that solo safe lane up against the off laner of FlyToMoon. But they ban out the Queen of Pain. They're going to be picking up a Shadow Fiend here. on the side of FlyToMoon.
10 seconds
What
remaining.
a Team Spirit Nord to be playing it up against.
5 seconds remaining.
First game of the day for Team Spirit and FlyToMoon, guys. So it is going to be a best of 3. Winner moves through to the winner brackets finals. Loser sadly drops out to a best of 1 to be played tomorrow. We will be having one more game today. Let's just take a look at the schedule.
Dire team pick.
Excuse me, it is going to be a effect versus the winner of this match to come up at pretty much straight after this one, after this best of 3, and then the losers round best of 1 will be played tomorrow morning, and then following from that will be the losers best of 3 effectively for the finals.
Radiant team pick. Luna.
So Spirit pick up the Luna and FlyToMoon. Sven was the butt of the final ban by Team Spirit, just to make sure they can't cleave down the Broom on the Spiderlings. FTM.
10 seconds remaining.
I'm not sure whether that's going to be a core Jakiro or a core Sanking now.
5 seconds remaining.
But TM need to react to this. And what are they going to draft? Maybe stick with their own game plan, maybe try and shut down the Spider. Yeah, it is going to be that Shadow Fiend pickup, so it looks like it's going to be the safe lane Razor. Iceberg on the Shadow Fiend, we've got Always Want to Fly on the Disruptor. Silent on the Razor, just waiting now for either Non-Grata, No Fear to pick up the heroes. Meanwhile, on the side of Team Spirit, G is going to be on the Tiny. We've got Beaver, Biver on the Rubik, FNG on the Warlock, Broom Mama, just waiting now for Phobos to pick that one up, which he does with that beastly looking set for the Broom Mama, and Illidan on the Luna. So now, wondering whether this is going to be a core Sanking or a core Jakiro coming out for the side of FTM.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
So, just going to be getting through the strat time into the game. No Fear is going to be on the Jakiro. We've got Non-Grata on the Sanking. We just have to wait and see how that one lines up. Did we get a pause? Okay, we got a pause. That's why. Silence heroes, the lightning stop moving, the animations have stopped moving. Hopefully it won't be too long. Maybe just a quick issue that we can get through. Ivor is asking the question. So hopefully, like I say, it won't be too long. Always Want to Fly. Just saying there's a bit of lag. We'll be getting into this quite quickly. As hopefully the Valve servers hold up today. Fingers crossed. We have had a couple of disconnections already, but not anything too brutal. Being kicked out of the game and then quickly reconnecting in. So hopefully the duct tape, the glue holding the servers together holds for the rest of the game, the rest of the series, the rest of the day. Get the chair squeaks out the way now, and hopefully be into the game pretty darn soon. Okay, so here we go. Game number 1 between Team Spirit and FTM. Gonna be on the way. Personally, I like the Luna and the Broom Mama pickup. Whether it's gonna come off or not, we'll have to wait and see. But take a quick look at the items while we get ourselves into this. Smoke available on the Jakiro. Smoke on the Warlock as well, so both teams may look for a bit of aggression to start this game off. Maybe look for a a first blood to secure a rune. As the Brood Mama starts to wake a maid out. It looks like it is going to be the mid Brood Mama. Up against the Shadow Fiend though. Not sure how that pick goes. The web's going to be dropped just underneath the tier 1 tower. The rotation through behind now as well, but smoke from the Dire. Not going to be paying off for Spirit because everybody's up in the Radiant jungle. At the Dire side of the jungle, sorry. The top side of the jungle. So everybody moves through, not seeing anybody, and then FTM decide move themselves back into the mid lane. They know the Brood Mama might be hanging around there. Maybe just look for kill here. Themselves up on the high ground. Sand King. I mean, they've got to be thinking about these runes as well. Everybody's moving away from them. And he's starting to move himself up to the...
The battle begins.
Is this going to be an aggro try coming up from the side of Team Spirit? It looks like we might see this. Disruptor, just keeping himself on the high ground, sees the spider walk past. So now the TPs are coming out. This should be first blood. Nofia trying to get himself away, but Illidan's chasing him down. A couple more right clicks might be enough. He's being ticked down as well, but Illidan! Oh, he's going to be trying to TP himself away and always want to fly. Picks up that kill. Really thought it was going to be the Jakiro, but they turn it around onto the Luna. Now Phobos taking some harass. Going up from Iceberg. Both heroes down to below half the health. Iceberg going to be using the salve, and the raise is coming out as well. He gets the long range raise, and it's going to be 2 kills going the way. FlyToMoon. For a moment, just going to be TPing herself back into this. Meanwhile, up on the bottom lane, it's going to be the telekinesis dragging back the Razor Silent, trying to do what he can. He's leeching the damage away from Illidan. A couple more right clicks, even with the Thunderbolt, could be enough. With Nofia chasing up, FNG's going to kill off Silent, but Nofia. He's actually not skilled anything up, he just takes the dual breath now. Always want to fly, trying to run himself away from this telekinesis. Back up in 5 as Silent TPs himself back to the bottom lane. But back in mid, Iceberg now being chased down by spiders. It's not going to be enough with that furry fight, keeping himself healthy. Spiderling's going to chase, one more right click. He takes down so low with that poison, and Phobos wants to chase. He does have the spawn Spiderlings, but he's not going to be able to get himself in range. So Silent lives through that. Not Silent, sorry. The Shadow Fiend lives through that though. Meanwhile, top lane. Longrata trying to trade with G. Gone for 1 point into the Caustic Finale so far. Does he go for a second one? It's actually going to throw it in the Burrow Strike. He's going to Burrow Strike onto the Tiny, throw a little bit of harass. G's going to throw his tree at him. Meanwhile, up on the bottom lane. Looks like people scoring off for the fight, but where does Non-Grata go from here? He's going to take tower shots, and G pops to self. Mid lane, we're seeing Warlock taking a little bit for us on this bottom lane. Just being ticked down to below half his health. As the Shadow Word going to be keeping that for now. There is a DD up on the top rune spot. Glimpses and all. Always want to fly. FNG doesn't get himself away from this. May tick down. Just being kept healthy by the Shadow Word. Falls his Tango. So not going to fall just yet. No fear. Dual Breath comes out. It's just going to be a bit of harass onto Beaver as well, with the Lucent Beam flying through onto Silent. You want mid lane. Phobos being pushed back there by Iceberg. 2 points into the razors now as well, so it's going to be a decent amount of damage onto the Ruin Mama. Needs to be careful about being caught out in these razors as well as the spiders. Still nobody going for that DD. He's going to be wearing off fairly soon as Phobos starts to look to make a move. Bottom lane. Radiant side of the jungle, Alien coming in, just stopping. Always want to fly from getting close to that pull. Now FNG going to be taking a couple of Thunderbolts. He's actually going to be brought back as well by the Glimpse, the dual breath, but the telekinesis up in the air. Silent wants this kill. One more right click should be enough. Always want to fly. Secures that one. And Biver packs himself up a bounty. But Iceberg does have those razors to deal with the spider. Using his second salve now. Back on the bot. Biver's hanging around. Just regenerating some mana with the clarity. Illidan. Not doing too bad for farm. They are keeping pace, seeing as this is an aggro try. Where you really just want to be, I guess, disrupting the farm of the Razor, looking for kills as well. Phobos, the... Sorry, what? The spiders chase deep. Oh man, and... Always want to fly is going to be TPing himself in. He needs to be careful because the Soul Ring's already up on the Brood Mama. Going to be chasing down the Disruptor now as well. Just look at the damage coming out of the Thunderbolt, trying to do what he can. But Always want to fly being ticked down low by these spider bites. And they carry on chasing. Is it going to be off the slowdown now? They're not on the web. Always want to fly. Just carries on running himself with the Thunderbolt. And gets even the kinetic field off as Iceberg takes down the Brood Mama in mid. Phobos maybe paying for letting his spiders go after the Disruptor instead of guarding him. Bot lane though, they're making a move on to Silent. It's going to tick down to the Shadow Word. A couple more right clicks. He's got the one charges. Is it going to be enough? Rubik carries on chasing. No spells to use just yet, but the right clicks may be there if they can get the vision with the Lucent Beam. Illidan picks up that kill, and now No Fear. FNG with the body blocks. No Fear is going to be able to get himself away. Telekinesis up in 3, but it looks like No Fear gets himself just far enough back. Meanwhile, back in the mid lane, I think he'll be able to chase down or trade. As it looks like Iceberg just backs himself away, gets the razors off for the spiders. Lane's up about half. Bot lane once again, telekinesis just to get that room, but there is a glimpse available if he wants to drag back the Rubik, which he does. Dual breath is there as well. Kinetic field to stop him from walking up into the high ground, and the TP isn't going to be enough as Always want to fly. Picks up the kill onto Biver. Now a DD bot, which it looks like it's actually going to be picked up here. Always want to fly. It's going to be able to take that one. And the rotation into mid. Tiny, level 7. Toss Avalanche combo there if they want to go for this onto Iceberg and Phobos. Spawn Spiderlands, he's pinging this one out. He's just going to walk himself into lane as Always want to fly. Takes down FNG on the bot. Razors are going to be there. Phobos, what's he going to do for this? The Avalanche just going to catch him on the edge. Toss not going to be there though. Does he have the Spawn Spiderlands? He has the damage. No Fear TP's in, but it's not going to be in time. So, bot lane. Yeah, Always want to fly. Get the kill onto FNG. FNG just needs to TP himself back. 1, 2, and 1. Not too bad. Always want to fly. Where would go for this DD? No glimpse onto Phobos, but the Spiderlings are caught in. FlyToMoon. Oh, Silence up too far. They know the supports are missing. The Lucent Beam comes out. There's going to be the Plasma Field, but the Telekinesis up into there with the Shadow Word should be enough to take down the Razor. FNG 2, 2, and 1. Illidan 1, 1, and 2. So just getting those assists, but it doesn't really matter as long as you get the kills. Everybody shares in the gold. And now, even non-grata coming down here. So the Raids are going to be moving up. There's going to be the Burrow Strike. Kinetic Field comes out as well. Illidan, what's he going to be doing here? He's going to be able to be healed up by the Shadow Word and even the Fatal Bonds being committed. But the Glimpse back. Got the Burrow Strike up into. This should be a dead Luna trying to get the kills, but not able to pick that one up onto Always want to fly. Before non-grata finds the kill. Illidan is going to be the victim there. Now, looks like the shift in lanes might even go for a kill on this. The Avalanche does last, doesn't have the mana for a toss. But the Lucent Beam, is it going to be enough to find the kill onto Silent? Just dodging him around. There's damage being stolen from Tiny. And Iceberg's going to rotate up, but it's not going to be in time. G does secure that kill onto the Razor. It leaves the mid lane open with the Broom Mama. 4 levels in the Spiderlands. These things are going to start to stack up. The illusions, though, pushing back for a little bit. But Brood Mama,
Radiant's middle tower is under
where does he
attack.
go from here with all these spiders? Just to take it to the tier 1. SF rotating. You can see the rays being wound up there. Going to take about half the Spiderlings down. You know what? Bot lane, telekinesis, no fear. The burst strike's going to come through only onto the creeps. Are they going to be able to do anything here? G just trying to get a range. There's going to be the avalanche. Toss doesn't come out. Kinetic field. Keeping him back for now. Burst strike up in 2 as well now. Did they try and turn this one around? The right click's coming out onto G. Going to be glimpsed back. No ice path, but the dual breath comes out. Epicenter being channeled as well. They want to go for this one. Want to secure the kill on the Titani. They will do. And there was nothing he could really do to try and get himself away from that. But once again, Phobos. Relane in the mid. Actually took down Shadow Fiend. Take a look at that death summary. Spiders and Warlock doing the damage. Phobos getting pretty cheeky. Taking out the Radiant Jungle. So top lane. They want to chase down Silent. They've got the Fatal Bonds, but No Fear does TP in, and there's no Eclipse just yet. Now FNG takes the Liquid Fire to the face, Plasma Field. Get him low. Shouldn't tick down to this. Going to be able to Shadow Word himself through this, but Silent wants to chase. He wants to kill. Wants to go on this. Where's the Luna going to go? He's going to go for No Fear. Illidan trying to make a move. Where's the Lucent Beam? The Telekinesis. The damage was just too much with the Fable. Iceberg does take down Phobos in the mid, but No Fear being chased down here. Illidan, he's got a Lucent Beam. If he can just find the vision, should be able to pick up the kill onto No Fear. Lucent Beam is cancelled, just loses the vision. Now the Macro Pyre comes out. We get a disconnect. Okay, that's not good. But we're going to be loading back in to the Chaos. We get it off, and it was the Macropyre. If we take a look at the death summary, just did enough to take down the Luna with the Macropyre, the Liquid Fire, the Dual Breath, all coming through. Clutch timing there on the disconnect. But the Valve server's not really been tip-top today. It's interesting to note 1, 3, and 2 on the Brooding Mama and 3, 3, 0 on Iceberg. Trades coming in the mid lane, both heroes just being able to take down each other.
Dire are scanning. Dire's structures are
Go
fortified.
mid lane. Iceberg. Take a look at the last hits just before we flick back to the net worth. 134. I wonder how many of those are spiders as the Chaotic Offering comes in. Iceberg trying to run himself away. Should be able to get himself away as well with that haste rune, and they try and trade it onto Non-Grata now as well. They go onto him. Final right click comes out. Split from the tower, but the spiders still spawn, and now they want to make a move onto always want to fly the glimpse back. Tiny going to get that avalanche off, so it's not really going to matter. Connect the field. Broodmama walks himself into it. Waits for it to wear off. The spawn Spiderland's not going to be enough damage. And Disruptor at least is able to get himself away. So now, Silent. Illidan is going to see him, and he's going to pop the Eclipse as well as the Lucent Beam. Is it going to be enough? Will be enough damage. That ultimate just kept the vision because of this ward. First Strike's going to come through. Epicenter being channeled as well, the Lucent Beam, but I don't think Illidan gets away from this. One more tick will be enough Non-Grata. Just carries on working. Finds that kill. Oh, Beaver. It's got 1 point into the null field. Not opting for the extra telekinesis duration. It is only 0.25 seconds. So, not too much. Always want to fly. Glimpse Illidan back. Can he get this kill before he goes back? It's going to be going to FNG. And now what was stolen? So I think it's going to be the Burrow Strike. So Rubik. Not enough mana to cast it at the time though. Doesn't opt to try and go for the Sand King. Silent is rotating in. Pushes in the lane. Did they make a move for this tier 1 tower? Leaving Jakiro on his own. G just farming up the jungle. Broodmother wants to take advantage of this lane being empty. Going for that early Orchid. Gonna have it within probably the first 15 minutes of this game. Maybe earlier if this tier 1 tower does go down. Meanwhile, bottom lane, we're going to be getting a team fight. G takes down the Jakiro, tries to run himself away. Ungratted, can he get himself in range? Oh, there's already a Shadow Blade coming out for G. He's not going to be worrying there. Going to be healed up by the Warlock. Maybe wants to go back in there as well with the Shadow Blade only about 3/4 of the way through. But everybody hanging back. And the tier 2 tower does go down to spiders now. Broodmama pretty close to the Orchid, about 200 gold away from having it. In fact, with this camp, should have enough. But just short. Stomp comes out, moves them away though, and now the Centaur's going to be giving the Broodmama the full Orchid. Radiant's Courier goes down. Anything. We actually can't click because the button's broke, but whatever. And he starts to move himself over with the Shadow Blade, looking for someone in the Radiant jungle. Not going to be able to find anyone though. Nobody's close by in this. Speaking of close by, the Chaotic Offering goes, the Eclipse comes out, the Lucent Beam Silent goes down once again. It looks like Iceberg just going to try and run himself away, but all he's going to run himself into is an Avalanche with a toss back up onto the high ground. The Burrow Strike comes through as well. And the Rubik secures the kill with the Fable. Grats are getting pretty brave, hiring himself out. Does have the epicenter, but there's 3-4 heroes up on the side of Team Spirit.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Burrow Strike with the Fable clears off all these creeps. Meanwhile, back on the bottom lane, they're going to be making a move. There's going to be an epicenter up on the top though. Takes down the Rubik. The chase is going to come through. G going to try and do what he can. Remember, G has so much of that status resistance that it doesn't really matter if you throw an ice path onto him. Can he get the tree? It actually ticks off before he can throw that. Would have been a kill onto the Jakiro, but Hero's just going to regen himself up. Maybe not with the drops, I guess you call it, as DK Phobos finds a tier 2 tower in the mid. Sand King always want to fly, waiting for him to rotate back in, but he's got a tier 2 tower, so he's not really going to be putting himself under too much pressure now. You always want to fly, rotating through. Could be in a little bit of trouble now, Phobos. So this could be the kinetic field, the static storm. Not going to be able to run himself away from this. Is there going to be raises to finish this one off? The Spider, though, glimpsed back. The raises are there. Silences is off, but the Yule Scepter up into the air. Ruby going to come through the ice path. It's going to be a double ice path, as Phobos can't get himself away from this. No fear picking up that kill. And now the Burrow Strike going to be a little bit short, as Biver does get himself away from that 3-4 man that was stacking up, looking for the kill onto the Rubik. So the Broodmama does go down. Got the tier 2 tower, got a few young little creeps as well. And Illidan got the DD, Mask of Madness now as well. So going to be flash farming through the jungle. They're silent. Building towards the drums. Illidan is there, there's an Eclipse, there's a Warlock as well. Doesn't have the Chaotic Offering for the next 19 seconds. The Warlock. He's going to try and hang around for this. Are they going to try and defend this tier 1 tower as Luna just goes back to the jungle to farm? The tier 1 tower. There's going to be the fortification. It looks like they're just going to sack this tier 1 tower on the top lane. Or maybe not. Maybe they let it go down on Gratis there as well. The Plasma Field comes up with the Chaotic Offering onto the Telekinesis as well as the Eclipse. Taking no fear down. And now Silent going to be caught up in this as well. One more Lucent Beam, one more right click. The Epicenter takes down Illidan. May even get Beaver pretty low. The Fable comes through. What's he? Not got the steal up, so he's just going to go with that. It's actually the Eye of the Storm. That's not a bad spell to steal. Once again, Phobos goes down in the mid lane to the raise of the Shadow Fiend. Meanwhile, back up onto the top lane, the Kinetic Field, the Static Storm. Rubik could die off for this. Is he going to be able to get himself away? The Sandstorm, it's going to tick down to the Thunderbolt, but Tiny comes back in. Avalanche, Toss combo. Always want to fly. Well, he'll get a chance to fly there. The G throws him to his death. And now mid lane. Link Dagger up on the Shadow Fiend. 20 minutes into this game, 17, well, 19 minutes in, but 17 to 18. CIS Dota living up to the kills. Meanwhile, in the mid, we're going to be seeing a smoke coming out from FNG and G. Do a little bit of warding, but he does have the Shadow Blade as well. Not a lot of mana, though. As FNG runs himself into 3. The Burrow Strike, the Kinetic Field, the Sandstorm, the Thunderbolt should be enough, will be enough. Always want to fly. Now G comes up, but there's going to be a Sentry, and now the Eye of the Storm being popped, as well as the Leash coming out from the Razor, stealing that damage from the Tiny. Are they going to be able to pick up this kill? He's getting pretty low. The Razor's going to be cancelled off. The Avalanche was there just in time, but the Eul Scepter up in the air, the Macro Pyro as well. Tiny's just trying to get himself away from this DK. Takes down. Always want to fly. Meanwhile, back in the looks like Beam's going to be able to get himself away. Bobo's trapped up, walks himself down to the low ground, and just webs himself away to safety. Up onto the high ground, the Burrow Strike going to be off the mark. Couldn't find that little bit off. Blame on the Z differential. There's going to be an Orchid, but the Razors, are they going to be able to come through in time? It looks like Phobos is just going to be able to juke himself away. Survived through this with those web charges. Moves himself back into the mid lane. Just hiding himself into the trees.
Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
Warlock looking for that level 2. Take a look at the courier.
Dire are scanning.
Please let me just... got a fight in the mid lane. The Burrow Strike comes through. G throws his tree, but the Eul Scepter's there, so the damage isn't going to latch. No. Looking for the push on the bot lane. It looks like Team Spirit want to be making a move, maybe with the Broom Hammer and the Spiders, with the rest to back her up, but she's just going to be farming out. Farming through the jungle. There is a smoke. It's going to be a 3-man smoke moving themselves through. Can they find anything here? Warlock. He's got the vision as the smoke breaks. It's going to be a double chaotic offer and anything to follow this up. Well, there's going to be a Burrow Strike, as well as the Rod of Atos, the Ice Path, as well as the Dual Breath. What was glimpsed back there? It looks like it was actually going to be the Luna that was TPing him, but the chase comes out into no fear. And he does have himself the Orchid, the Spawn, Spiderlings. It's going to be a kill, and now it's going to be the Requiem of Souls, but it looks like that's going to be a dead Iceberg. He was taken down by the Luna's Eclipse. So 18 to 23, they're going to start Roshan. I hear a Burrow Strike coming through, onto with the Epicenter. Beaver gets caught out there, but still 3 heroes down on the side of FlyToMoon. Razor's TPing in, trying to do what he can with this. But is it going to be in time? Roshan going down pretty darn quickly. The Lincoln Sphere popped on the Roshan. There's going to be the Plasma Field to scout this one out. Eye of the Storm's there. He's going to be stealing the damage away from the Luna as well. It's going to be a double Burrow Strike. Non-Grata's in there. Who picks it up? Illidan picks up the Aegis as Roshan is claimed by the Dire. Roshan. So the Aegis is going to be popped there. Non-Grata just queuing up the Burrow Strike that's going to come through once again. It looks like Illidan's going to go down once, twice. As the rest of the team just abandoned him. Rubik in the mid lane was killed off as well, so not able to support his team. Looks like Broom Hammer with the Ice Path trying to do what he can. Will be picked off though. No fear. Gets that 3x kill streak from Phobos. And now Iceberg TPs himself down to the bot lane, looking for that BKB. Already got it as well, just needs to buy it up. Well, needs about 10 gold. And then that's going to be a full BKB going the way of Iceberg.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Sanking TPs himself up onto the top lane. Needs to be careful because there is G around stalking. He blinks himself forward into the Shadow-Bladed Tiny actually. Tiny just going to TP himself back to the fountain. Doesn't want to be looking for this fight. Didn't really have the mana to try and take that onto Non-Grata. Well, the Epicenter coming back up in 14 seconds as well. So Illidan trying to push out this bot lane. Doesn't know where the rest of FlyToMoon are though. 21 to 23. 24 minutes into the game as well. The net worth going the way of Team Spirit, but the full net worth chart, if you take a look, it's actually going to be the Shadow Fiend up on the top of the... He rotating in with that Shadow Blade. I don't think they have any vision on that. What they will have vision on, though, is the Luna. As the Requiem of Souls comes out, the Raise finishes him off. And Iceberg picks up an easy kill. The Boros Strike's going to come through as well onto the Warlock. I don't think he gets himself out. Not with the kinetic field. Non Grata now on the monster. Keeps hold of the epicenter as well. Unit per Radiance. That'd be... Don't know how many times that's actually been built on a Sand King, but it'd be new to me. The buyback comes through from the Warlock. Does have that chaotic offering. He's trying to split push this bottom lane. Could have TP himself back now, the Blink, as well as the Burrow into the base. There's going to be a chaotic offering onto 3. The Queen of Souls was used. It was actually picked up by the Rubik. And now Sand King could be in a lot of trouble. The toss up into the air. Unfortunately, Sand King getting too big for his boots. Brought back down to earth after being tossed up by the Tiny. Robo secures that kill. Now always want to fly on the bot lane. Can't come up too far because there is a hunting party being led by the Tiny. Get any vision on that? Don't think they did unless he smoked up underneath that ward. But a Tiny's just going to opt to clean up this creep wave with his tree. Oh look, no chaotic offering for 110 seconds. Are they going to try and find a pick onto Iceberg? Needs to be careful because the Luna does have the Eclipse up. There's going to be the Telekinesis Lucent Beam. Right clicks, he's going to be popping that BKB. The right clicks are going to be able to watch finishes. Throws out the Requiem of Souls, finishes off the Luna in 1. And now turns this one around, takes down 2. The Gankey becomes the Ganker. There's no fear, TPs himself away. The Hunted becomes the Hunter. I think that's more appropriate. With that Requiem just absolutely blowing up the Luna. Luna now needs the BKB, not surviving through these fights. SK has that long range burrow. Not going to latch onto Phobos though. As G takes down Always Want to Fly in the bot lane. Are they going to try and make a move back in the mid? You have these wards. There's going to be the Blink in. No Requiem for 13, but it's going to be... It doesn't really matter. Oh, the BKB from Phobos gets himself away. Just couldn't get that Ice Path off in time. And no fear. Non Grata as well as Iceberg not able to secure the kill onto Phobos, but with this tier 2 being pressured. DD rune on the Shadow Fiend. A building killer. So look at the damage he's got with these full souls. Tier 2 tower goes down in no time, but it looks like, gee, did he get the trade off? He did. Onto this tier 2 tower solo. Silent TP'd back to make sure he didn't go any further. Roshan down for at least 2.5 minutes, yeah. So that's going to be at least 2.5 minutes, like you say. So no bonus time being added on just yet. Oh, Silent. G is there, goes for the right click. The Avalanche, the BKB is there just before the Avalanche latches. And now G, Ice Path keeps him still. The Rotobatus as well. The Macroped's been dropped and G could be in a lot of trouble here. Silent trying to chase him down. The Burrow Strike's going to come in from the Sand King as well. And G, even with all the status resistance in the world, shouldn't be able to run himself away from this. And his 4-time streak goes the way of Silent. Now they are going to be able to find Always Want to Fly. As Iceberg cleans up all those spiders. Mid lane trying to do what he can. The chaotic offering is going to come. He pops the BKB. He's going to try and go for it with the Requiem of Souls. It's going to be once again a dead Illidan. And now he's just going to be able to move himself away with the Glimmer Cape. Turns himself back around. DK Phobos takes down No Fear. Burst Strike does come through onto the Warlock. Are they going to be able to chase this one down? Iceberg wants to hang around. Blinks himself forward. FNG trying to do what he can. Is there going to be a Burst Strike in 1 second? Can they find this onto the Warlock? It is going to be enough damage this time. It picks up that kill. Now, the Burst Strike could be a little bit off the mark, so DK Phobos is going to be able to run himself away. But is he going to run himself into 3 heroes from the side of FlyToMoon? You see him, the Burrow Strike's going to be there as well. Any follow-up on this, it doesn't look like they are going to be able to get off. Yule Scepter, what's available, he doesn't want to use it on the side of the Sand King. Going to use it into the epicenter. But maybe the Brood Mama just runs himself away from that. Now Iceberg. Looking to take down this tier 2 tower on the bot lane as well. Take the last tier 2 tower of Team Spirit. 2k net worth lead going the way of FlyToMoon. Shadow Fiend still top of the net worth. He's top of the net worth. Making his way around the jungle. Just looking for the farm. Got himself the Yules. To try and find kills because the Requiem is back up. He's got full souls as well. So if he finds anybody out, Luna now building towards the BKB, but still going to be a ways off the... Yeah, so as the Ogre Club just needs that recipe, about halfway towards the recipe. Roshan, it's going to be a quick one, 3 seconds before he's back up, so if anyone sticks the head into the pit from the side of FlyToMoon, should be able to see that one happen in G, trying to farm up the Ancients, just get a little bit of farm as Luna comes in, just try and claim that last bit of gold for the BKB, and I don't think she wants to really fight before this, because she is being focused down by the Requiem of Souls coming up from the Shadow Fiend. She's going herself in the mid lane, maybe a trap, but there is a sentry ward there. Went off G. TP to the top lane. Iceberg trying to do what he can with this push. Luna now does have the BKB, so can spam that anytime she's used up into the air. Just look at all these spiders. That is a nightmare waiting to happen. Roshan being attempted. It's another DD on the Shadow Fiend as well, so look at the damage he's putting out, over 300. The web goes down. They have an idea this is happening. They want to get in before they can finish Roshan. There's a chaotic offer, and it's going to drop on top of the Roshan pit. Only onto Iceberg, though. Everybody else backs themselves away. Now the epicenter onto 3, that's a better roll, and Phobos going to be BKB up. There's going to be a macro pie, the Requiem of Souls does come through. Tani, is he going to be able to get himself away, being chased down by Non-Grata, tosses him back. Meanwhile, Phobos does take down No Fear, the chase is on Illidan. He's going to be able to pick up the Shadow Fiend as well. He's going to move himself onto Always Want to Fly. The buyback comes through from the Shadow Fiend. It's going to be the Lucent Beam. I think he holds on. It's actually already used the Eclipse. They take down Beaver now, and Illidan's going to be able to get himself away from this. Burrow Strike does come up. It's just too short. Even with all that range, the Yule Scepter is going to be there. The BKB's already been used. The raises come through. Illidan gets taken down. Does have the buyback. Is he going to be able to try and use this? As Roshan is still alive outside his pit, wants to get aggressive himself. If we take a look at that fight recap, 2 buybacks for the 3 on the side of Team Spirit. We shift ourselves over. The Burrow Strike does come through deep, and it's going to be stolen by Beaver. Is there going to be telekinesis to lift him up in the air? It's already been used. The raises is there going to be a Requiem. It's going to be a double Yules to make sure he can't get that ulti off. BKB popped. He's still going to go for it. Gets the slow onto 3 and 4 heroes to chase down G, trying to do what he can to move himself away. The Burrow Strike coming through from the Rubik as well. It looks like the telekinesis. I think he'll be able to find the kill onto Iceberg, trying to chase himself down. The upheaval is going to be there, though. The chase is still going on. It looks like G wants to get himself up into the high ground. The Lucent Beam is going to find this kill. This fight is still going on for about 2 minutes now. But finally, I am going to be able to take a breath as the fight ends. The team's disengaged. The Shadow Fiend's down for 113. The Sand King's down for 67.
Thanks a lot.
If we take a look at the fight recap, it's 3 heroes. Sand King does buy back for this. But they want to carry on pushing this through. They know the Shadow Fiend's brought back. They know the Disruptor's down now as well. If they can find a kill onto the Razor, this is going to be big. There's no Eclipse. Oh, the Plasma Field that flies through. But there's going to be the BKB, the Macro Pyre as well as the Dual Breath. Taking a few heroes down, but the Burst Strike does still come through. Epicenter, but the Illidan still being kept healthy. They do take down the Spider though. Squishing him with that Epicenter. Silent takes down Beaver. The chase is on G, trying to do what he can with the Cleave as well from his tree. The toss up into the other edge. He's going to be popped. Silent, can he get himself away from the Glimmer Cape? He is going to be the Burst Strike. Comes back on through to G, who eats the cheese, gets himself back healthy. And still no Shadow Fiend, but it looks like Team Spirit want to be backing themselves away. They don't want to be caught out here, because if they do go down, I think the buyback's... It's only the Razor that has a buyback. So, could be potentially disastrous for anybody being caught out. My. 34 to 33, 34 minutes in. You can't say it's not been exciting. Over pretty much 2 kills a minute from the get-go. No fear. Using the Dual Breath. G coming into the mid lane. There's no ward to scout him out this time either. Shadow Fiend's been dead for so long. The Brewmaster... Brewmaster? The Brood Mama died, and it's going to be up pretty much at the exact same time. Going to go towards that Nullifier as well. Don't know if she has it on the courier or whether she just bought out for that. Yeah. But still needs to save up for that Sacred Relic. Shadow Fiend's back up. Razor. As well as the Twin-Headed Dragon. The only 2 with buybacks in this game. Everybody else is, apart from the Broodmamas, is on cooldown. Broodmama just priced out of hers. FTM, they're pushing out this bot lane as Team Spirit want to push out the top. So Silent leading the line with this double siege creep stack. It's a lot of creeps as well. The tower going to be taking the liquid fire as well, which is going to slowly chip away at it, stop its attack speed as well. The Dual Breath comes through. It's going to be a tier 2 tower down for the side of the Dire. Are they going to be able to trade this one out though? The Luna is there, maybe looking to back him off. They're pinging out the defense of the tier 3s. Not super confident that all of FlyToMoon is going to back off here. Top lane, non grata tries to get the Shiva's Guard. Is it going to be enough to scout out? The Plasma Field is there as well, but Illidan just juking his way around. It looks like, did one of the creeps see that? Or was it just the effects of the map that I need to turn off? Illidan so close yet so far, actually sees it now with that unstable current out. The BKB is going to be popped. It's going to be a double man Celtic Offering up in the air. But Rubik gets the Yule Scepter off just in time. Now the chase coming out onto Illidan. They're trying to chase him down the 4-star forward with the Epicenter G being slowed down even further. What was stolen? It's actually going to be the Burst Strike being turning this one around. It's going to be 3 heroes going down. 4 heroes. Maybe make it 5. The Sand King, is he going to be able to get himself away? Just for the Rubik. Silent picks up that kill, and it looks like Razor bought out of that. So I'm not going to be able to buy back down for 69. This is going to be a great time for Team Spirit to be able to push through to this tier 3. You want to make something happen on this top lane. It looks like they may be even splitting the lanes with the push potential coming out from the Broodmother as well as that Luna. Celtic Offering Golem just about to wear off, so not going to be able to get to the tower to do anything effectively yet. 2 heroes up on the side of FlyToMoon. Illidan coming in, the creeps are going to be there, the spiders are going to be there. Fortification does come out, the Burst Strike's going to miss though. And once this tier 3 goes down, you just got to look at the bouncing glaives coming through. It's going to be 1 lane of racks, could even be 2. The top does still have a tier 2 tower, so it's not going to be a full 3 lanes of racks just yet. 20 seconds. Oh crap, another disconnect. Okay.
Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
So the Rax goes down. Nobody dies. Hopefully we didn't miss too much. Entirely not sure. I actually think it's the game servers being crap at the minute, which is why we keep dropping out. You don't want to hear about that. They take a shrine. Move themselves away. Was there a... No, okay. Oh, there was an epicenter there coming out with the Shivas.
What have we here?
Scan comes out. Roshan. I don't know the timing because we did disconnect while he was down, so we just get ourselves a little green icon. The teams are stacking up, maybe trying to get control of this pit. No. Hilden has himself a butterfly. The dust comes out. What? Okay. The Sandstorm was stolen, the Lotus Orb was up, but obviously Sand King can't steal from Rubik. That's not how the Lotus Orb works, so it just procs. You get the noise, but no real effect. The smoke comes out, no vision of this on the side of Team Spirit either. And he gets themselves into a good fighting position on grass. It's going to be a 3-man chaotic offering as the Boros Strike Sandstorm comes through. BK's B's being popped everywhere. Iceberg tries to run himself away. Jakiro tries to get himself out as well. But the Spider, are they going to be able to chase down Silent? Silent not got his BKB anymore. That is already turned off. And the toss comes out. It's going to be a double toss actually. And he's already going to go down. And now the epicenter being channeled by the Rubik of all heroes. Non-Grata tries to get himself away with that Lotus Orb, but it's not going to be enough as they take down 3. Are they going to be able to take down 4? There's going to be Yule Scepter. And it looks like Iceberg just blinks himself into Phobos with that nullifier. Spirit, it's just going to be the GG call from FTM. So that is going to be game number 1, going the way of Team Spirit, 35 to 41. 41 minutes into the game. Team Spirit take the first match. So, that was game number 1. It is a best of 3. FTM do have the chance to come back, take it 2-1. But Team Spirit looking to close this game out. I've been Robnrollgaming. If you're watching on stream, Twitter's up there in the top right. If you're watching in game, hopefully you'll be back for the second game as well. We're going to take a quick break, throw some music on, and we'll be back with game number 2 of FTM versus Team Spirit right after this.